If you're tuning into this video right now, if you've clicked on this video, it is for a very good reason. So you might want to stick in with this and follow through with this message that I'm about to talk about. So when it comes to targeted individuals, probably like yourself, you have a target on your back in some way, shape, or form, or you did. Because not everybody has a target on their back. Not everybody is put in positions like this in life, but just know that targeted individuals are chosen by God. We are chosen by God. And we will never be accepted in this world by everybody else. We're never going to get the validation from everybody else. We're never going to be looked at the same as everybody else. And in my opinion, this is nothing more than a blessing, because do you really want to be a part of what society is today? Do you really want to be a part of what's going on in today's world? Do you really want to be accepted and admired by these people? Not admired, I guess, but like, do you just want to be accepted by them? Do you want to be in the mix with them? Do you want their validation? Because I know I don't. It's not that I don't, it's just that I don't care. But all these other individuals that are not targeted individuals, they care. They care about other people. They care about what other people think of them. Which is why they are not their self. They can't be themselves. Because if they were being themselves, they're not going to get that validation. They have to act in a way to get validation from other people, where targeted individuals, we are looked at as different. We are watched more than anybody else. These people, it's not like they don't see us. They damn well see us more than they see themselves and each other. Targeted individuals are seen the most. We are watched the most. People observe us the most, and they pretend they pretend like to your face as if everything is normal, but they know damn well that there's something different. They just want to act and pretend to your face because they know what's up. This is not the same. There's different realities in this world, and targeted individuals are in a much different reality than just your regular person. And you don't have to, to be a targeted individual, you could be flat broke. It doesn't have anything to do with money. Being a targeted individual has all the things to do with having the right mindset and moving in life a certain way, not like everybody else. You just have to be yourself. You have to stand out. You have to be different. You're not like everybody else. You know how easy it is to not be like everybody else? For me anyways. And I love that. I don't want to be like everybody else. I never did. And even whenever I was forced to be in certain situations, when I was younger in school and stuff like this, I felt the furthest away from myself because I had no choice but to be surrounded by a bunch of dweebs. And that is the truth. And no, not every single person in school was a dweeb. There's obviously some smart people too. There's obviously some people, at least some, with a good head on their shoulders, but it's like there's more dweebs in school more than anything. And they will keep you from being your real self. It's hard to be yourself when you're in school because you're around so many different people. And it's hard not to fit in because you're just around so many people that you just get around people, so it's like you're not really being yourself because you're acting a certain way around certain people. So you don't really become a target. You kind of blend in. But when you get out of those environments, when you get out to being yourself and you start to think things the way you want to think them, you're not following anybody. You're not being a follower, you're being a leader. And this is where you get a target on your back. This is where people start to watch you and they're like, this guy's weird, this guy's different, or this guy's this, or this guy's that, or girl. And you're just doing things so differently. People don't understand you. They will never understand you. They're going to try to watch you, they're going to try to figure you out, but they never will be able to, because they will never get it. You don't have to live the casual life. That's like the worst nightmare for me. I don't want to live a casual life. I don't want that. That's exactly what I did not want. And it's not like, how can I say this? I just always knew I was different. I always knew I was going to do something different. I always knew, and this is speaking as a targeted individual, because I am 1000% a targeted individual. I was even more targeted probably a couple years ago than I am right now, to be quite honest. Because you just get to a certain point where people say, damn, like, this person's for real. They might stop watching you because they just can't handle to watch you anymore. Because they know you're succeeding. You're still being targeted. I'm still targeted to this day, just probably less. And it's still going on, like, quite heavily, I'm pretty sure. But I don't see anything or hear about it. It's because I'm so cut off, like, from all these people. They can talk all they want amongst themselves. They can do all this stuff by themselves. It doesn't matter to me, because all these people threw in the towel. All these people settled. All these people, they're done. And I'm only getting started. I'm not even close to done. I'll never be done. I won't be done until the day I die. I'll always be pushing forward and moving forward and doing something different. Doing something that a lot of people do not have it in them to do. And I don't know what it is, but, and I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody else. I can't speak for you guys that are watching this video right now that can relate to the things that I'm saying. I can't speak for you because I don't know you personally. But I just know I'm different. I move different. I don't do things the way people want you to do things in the real world. I think all that is dumb. I think some people in this world need to do things like that, and that could be part of their purpose, but it's just not a part of my purpose. In my eyes, it's dumb. Maybe not in everybody else's, but in my eyes, it is. It'd be dumb. I say it's dumb because it would be dumb for me to do something like that instead of doing the things that I do and will continue to do and will do in the future. That's all I'm saying. To me, it's dumb. It's the exact same thing as, let's say, there's somebody that is into real estate and it exploded for them, their own business. They got their own stuff going on with real estate. Would it not be stupid for them to just go work a regular job when they have a lot of freedom, when they have a lot of money, when they have a lot of everything? Of course it would. And that's how I see it in my own eyes. And people want to try to project, people want to try to force you to live that casual life. You should do this. All these people that are saying you should do this and you should do that, they don't know what they're doing. They are lost. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And they want to project all this stuff onto you to try to make you do this and do that. They think they know who you are. They think they're above you. Because they don't know who you are deep down inside, and they will never know. They don't know the gifts, the power, the talent, the capabilities that you have. And that's why they only look at you as just another regular person when, like I said, they don't see what's actually inside of you. And there's nothing better in this world than to bring what is inside of you out into the real world to manifest things that you should be manifesting. And to see the look on these people's faces after you do this. It's priceless. It is priceless. And you know what they do? They just get mad. They just get upset because you proved them wrong. You freaking proved all of them wrong. And they can do nothing but look disgusted. They can't believe that it happened for you. But you see, they were wrong about you the whole time. That's why they're mad, because they know that you were right and they were wrong. That's why they're mad. You beat them. You literally defeated them. You literally gave them a taste of their own medicine as a targeted individual, because you were targeted at one time and at one point in life. And you probably still are to this day. And like I said, there's no better feeling in this world than to do that. To just shut everybody up. They can't do anything. They are not on your level. They have no room to talk. And you know what? They're probably still going to talk anyways behind the scenes to hype themselves up to stroke each other's fragile egos. Because it's all they got. They got nothing real to show. They got nothing real to say. It's just a bunch of this behind the scenes that makes no sense. Everything they say, everything they bash about and talk about in a negative way, it's all fake. They have nothing real to say. And they are not real themselves. They are low-life, scumbag, spineless cowards. It's what they are. And being a targeted individual, you will never be accepted into the world by those types of people. You will be accepted by your own people. Other people that get it. Indigos, empaths, people like this. You'll never be accepted by all the narcs that are running around this world. Because there's a lot of them. A lot more than people think, a lot more than psychologists even say today that there is, because I guarantee you there is. And I know there is. There's so many people running around with mental disorders that they don't even know, and they might not even look like it, but they do. They just have so much that they can't. They have so much to improve on. They have so much to overcome. They have so much to work on. Is why they have all these disorders. They're not working on them. They keep living day by day by day, and they're not working on their own shit. And that's why the world is what it is. It's a mess because people are embarrassments, to be quite honest. A lot of people, should be embarrassed by a lot of the things that they just did not do. I don't know how anybody could let life slip away like that and just not get better, not do better, not fix things that are going on, which you have the power to do, which everybody does. I mean, you can be out there motivated in the middle of the night, just walking around by yourself, thinking of ideas, thinking of plans, thinking about how you're going to structure this, how you're going to structure that, how you're going to get things done, how you're going to do things, how you're going to go about your business. And people just let life happen to them and not do anything about it. All these things are happening to you. There comes a time where you have to just stomp both feet down on the ground and just explode and say, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And whatever plans you have, whatever it is. And even if some things that you start off to right away don't work, you're going to teach yourself a lot of lessons. You're going to teach yourself what to do next, what to do next, what to do next. One of these times, you're going to land upon the stars. None of these types of people, they don't want to take any leaps of faith. They don't want to be different. They just want to be as safe as possible. Talk bad about everybody else. Live in their shells. that's why they don't have a target on their back. Who would target somebody like that? Not even the devil is going to mess with you, let alone anybody else. You're going to get messed with a lot when you have a lot to offer, when you have gifts. When God is by your side, you will be messed with and tampered with. You will be hit a lot of times, and you have to keep going, and you have to stay true to yourself, stay true to your path. And just keep on going. People are going to do and they're going to say whatever they want. They have no power. They're all powerless. Hundreds of them could gang up on you and they don't have enough power to take you out or to take you down. And you know how I know that? Because they tried it on me. And I mean more than hundreds. So many people. So many people will turn against you. I've had all types of people like this. I was cool with just about everybody you could think of, and all of a sudden there comes a point, there comes a time where you hit a certain level that all of these people turn on you. Not just a couple. All of them. Now you are a targeted individual. You really took life your own way. You are different. You are not like the rest. You are much, much different. Much, much, much different. You're not even, that they don't compare. And you were sent here by God to do whatever it is that you have to do. I've had other people that are very gifted spiritually. I've had friends over my time, and I remember one of my friends told me that he seen something, like when we hung out for one of the first times, and I met this guy when I was like, I'd say 18, 19 years old, and he was probably at my house when I was about 19, because I remember I started going to the gym in Summerside, where I come from, which is like 35 minutes away from where I used to live. I live in Summerside right now, but I used to live like 35 minutes away from where I live right now, and I used to drive to this location to come to the gym, and I met the guy there, and he came up to my house all the way back up west where I live, which is 35 minutes away. And he came to my house, and there was something that happened that said, whenever I seen that, what happened in your house that day, I knew you were different. And it had to do with a situation that happened with my parents and the way that I talked to them as if it wasn't even like they were my parents. It's like I was their parent. I never felt, maybe when I was really young as a kid, but I got to a point where it's like, I just grew up very, very fast, is what we'll say, but it's just, I know what he saw. I know what he saw. He saw a very mature, seasoned veteran in that house when I was still very young, at the age of 19. And he was right, because I knew myself. I was different. I felt different. I walked different. I talked different. I moved different. And nobody in society could mold me the way they wanted to. I am myself. I do things the way I want to do them. And it's golden. And nobody around me, teachers, school, other people in school, other students, family members, friends, parents, nobody could mold me the way they wanted to. I completely did my own thing. No one told me what to do, nothing. I completely did my own thing. Just as a young kid. And I think the person, which was my friend that came up to my house that day and then ended up telling me this, he didn't tell me it on this day either. He told me this years later, because I made all this progress in life. And me and him had a drink one night, and this was like probably a year and a half ago from right now. And that was like 4.5, 5 years ago from when that happened in my house. And he told me, like, Joel, like, when this happened, and I knew what he meant because I remember the moment. And I was like, damn, like, you remembered that. He's like, of course I did. He said, I knew you were different whenever this happened. And I honestly appreciated him saying that, because to hear things from somebody else that you know about yourself, it feels good sometimes. Because if you're the only one, you know, like, I still knew it, and it's not like I don't believe it if it's just me, but when you hear from somebody else, it just feels better. It's like, okay, somebody else recognizes, like, your worth. Somebody recognizes who you are. And it's a good feeling, because I always knew it. And to hear from somebody else, and like, and you didn't even know that they knew this, you didn't even know that they thought this, and all of a sudden they just say it. And it's a good feeling. And that's how you really know that you are different. When you start getting things like that, it really starts to sink in. This person was also a special person, and he's very humble, very hardworking, very loyal. He'll be my friend till the day I die. That's somebody that you just know that you will be friends with forever. We've went years and years without even seeing each other or talking to each other, but we'll always reconnect, reignite, and we're always very good to each other. We have no history of gossiping, like, with each other, nothing like that. We both don't do that stuff. We both don't like people that do that stuff, and it's just a good connection that we have. We're both busy, we both do our own thing, but yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm about to cut this video short, and just know that as a targeted individual, you will be stalked. You will be watched. People are going to try to figure you out. People are going to try to pull off some crazy stuff towards you. Don't fall for any of it. Don't let any of it get to you, and just keep being who you are on the inside. What anybody else thinks, what anybody else has to say, it does not matter. Because those people are all below you. They don't even get you. They don't even get you because they're not on your level. They're not even close. And they never will be, because they're not free thinkers. They're trapped. You're doing 360s around them 24/7, and they're just in this little box like this. You're lapping them. That's how far ahead you are from these people. All they see is this, and you're like this, going around the whole globe. That's the difference. And these people, they think they know things. They know absolutely nothing. And the things they talk about, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. What they say, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And it's nothing more than a headache being around those types of people. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video off now. I have a normal to do, so I'll get to that one, and I'll be back.